everyone. Welcome back to my channel. This is your accounts master teacher MLA Sheetal Choudhary. M for multi-talented, L for lion-hearted, and A for ambitious. Hi Noor, hi Pooja, hi everyone. How are you all guys? कैसे हैं सब लोग? Hi Geet. Super ready. Great Noor, great. Pooja, you are back? Okay. Hi Muzib, how are you? Super ready for new chapter. Great. Hi Bani, how are you? A very good evening, Bani. So I hope you all are doing well. You all are taking care of yourself. If you guys are new to my channel or if you're watching me for the first time, let me give you all a quick introduction of myself. So here we have a small introduction, and my name is Sheetal, guys. My name is Sheetal Choudhary. I am ex-Vedantu teacher. Before this, I was teaching at Vedantu. Also, I am a CA aspirant. I have cleared CA Foundation and CA Intermediate both in first attempt. Not only this, I have also completed my graduation with BCom honors and post-graduation with MCom. I have completed both graduation and post-graduation, and my hobbies are cooking and singing. These are my hobbies. I am also good मुजीब. पूजा आपने मुझे बहुत मिस किया. क्यों? मैं तो यही थी. एकदम बढ़िया नूर. मैं भी एकदम बढ़िया. So this was my introduction, guys, and if you guys have not subscribed to my channel yet, then come on, do hit that red icon. जल्दी से चैनल को सब्सक्राइब करो ताकि आप मेरे साथ ऐसी और अच्छी क्लासेस देख पाओ. And I hope that you guys have liked this video. But अगर आपने वीडियो को लाइक नहीं किया है, then come on, do hit that thumbs up icon and do share this video with all your friends, with all your relatives. So वीडियो को ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा शेयर किया करो और वीडियो के नीचे कमेंट जरूर किया करो, बताया करो कि आपको क्लासेस कैसी लग रही है. I am also good as you, Muzib. Okay. Now we also have a Telegram channel, guys. The link is given in the description box below. So if you want to get all my notes in the form of PDF, then do check out the description box and join this Telegram channel for all the notes. Now, let's start this session, and as you guys know, this is class 12th accountancy session, and in this class we are going to start a new chapter. So आज हम start करेंगे chapter number 4, that is retirement of a partner. आज एक partner हमें टाटा बाय बाय करके छोड़ के चला जाएगा. So the chapter name is retirement of a partner, and this is lecture number 1, in which we are going to have the introduction to this chapter. We will have the overview of this chapter. And there was no homework in the last class, so आज हम कोई homework discuss नहीं करेंगे. We will directly start with the session. So tell me, are you guys ready for this class? Yes or no? Okay, I haven't edited this. Are you guys ready? Yes or no? Hi Shubham, how are you? Are we ready for the new chapter to know what is retirement of a partner? What adjustments are we required to make? What is gaining ratio? How to calculate it? This is all we are going to cover in this session. So stay tuned till the end of this class to know all about retirement. Okay, Shweta ready, Shubham ready. Hi Simran, how are you? Okay, all my students are super duper ready. So let's start it now without any delay. It's time to start the session, and first we will be starting with the introduction, the meaning. अब रिटायरमेंट का मतलब क्या होता है? Let me give you an example for retirement. So let's assume that there are three partners, Shubham, Simran, and Noor. They are three partners. They are sharing profits in the ratio of 3:2:1. Now, Noor is saying that I am not getting enough profits. Noor is saying that I am not satisfied with what I am getting. So I want to leave the firm. She wants to leave the firm. So when a partner wants to leave, it means when a partner wants to retire, she has to give notice in advance. जो भी पार्टनर छोड़ के जाना चाहता है उसको क्या देना पड़ेगा? She must serve a notice in advance and then they may retire. So retirement means one of the partner is leaving the firm, and when the partner leaves the firm, that is known as retirement. So they will no more be associated with your partnership. They will no more be there in the partnership. This is what we mean by retirement. रिटायरमेंट का सिंपल सा मतलब है कि पार्टनर छोड़ के जा रहा है. She is leaving the organization, the partnership. Now, a firm has the right to retire from the firm after giving the due notice in advance. As I told you, the partner has to give a notice in advance. Now, whenever a partner retires, when Noor will retire, the old partnership will come to an end and the new partnership will come to existence. जब भी रिटायरमेंट होगा, the old agreement of Shubham, of Simran and Noor, that old agreement will come to an end. And the remaining partners, Shubham and Simran, will make a new agreement. The new partnership will come to existence. So we can say that retirement of a partner will lead to reconstitution. Because whenever the old agreement comes to an end and the new agreement, new partnership comes into existence, that is known as what? That is known as reconstitution. So retirement will also lead to reconstitution. Now we need to learn some terms, guys. हमें कुछ terms सीखनी है. So please pay attention. As I told you, there are three partners, Shubham, Simran and Noor. Now, Noor is retiring. Please listen to me very carefully. Noor is retiring. So, she is known as retiring partner. She is known as retiring partner. Now, these are remaining partners. Shubham and Simran, they are known as remaining और continuing partners. इनको क्या बोलते हैं? Continuing partners. So, at the time of retirement, when Noor is retiring, at this time, the remaining partners, Shubham and Simran, they may close the business. They may close the business. They don't want to carry it forward. वो नहीं चाहते कि हम आगे business चलाएं. They will close it or they may continue the same. तो जब भी retirement होगी, it depends upon the choice of the remaining partners. They may close it or they may continue the same. So this is what will happen at the time of retirement. So here you can see the second point. सेकेंड पॉइंट में क्या लिखा है, अभी मैंने बताया कि जब भी रिटायरमेंट होगा, ओल्ड पार्टनरशिप विल कम टू एन एंड एंड द न्यू पार्टनरशिप will come into existence, which is known as reconstitution. So retirement is also one way of reconstitution. अब बहुत सारे बच्चों के दिमाग में क्वेश्चन आता है, मैम जब कोई पार्टनर रिटायर होगा, when a partner will retire, when a partner will leave the firm, what he will be getting at the time of retirement. जैसे कोई लड़की शादी के टाइम पे विदा होती है ना, उसको बहुत सारा दहेज दिया जाता है, डाउरी दी जाती है. सो ऐसे क्या पार्टनर को भी कुछ दहेज या डाउरी दिया जाएगा? So yes, when a partner is leaving the firm, when partner is retiring, he is entitled to lot of things. He will be getting so many things. Now, what are those things? Let's have a look at those items. So, a retiring partner is entitled to get the following. He will be getting share of goodwill, because whatever name, whatever reputation the firm had earned till now, the partner held the firm in earning that reputation. जो भी फर्म ने अभी तक नाम कमाया, रेप्यूटेशन कमाई, उसमें रिटायरिंग पार्टनर ने भी मेहनत करी थी, उसने अपना खून पसीना बहाया था. सो ही विल बी गेटिंग अ शेयर इन दैट गुडविल ऑल्सो. उसको भी क्या मिलेगा? उसका हक मिलना चाहिए उसकी गुडविल में. So goodwill of the firm is valued. You will calculate the goodwill of the firm, and the retiring partner's share of goodwill is credited to his capital account. You will give it to his capital account. उसके capital account में वो आप लिख दोगे. So first thing that the retiring partner is entitled to is his share of goodwill. Second thing that she will be getting is share in reserves. If there are any reserves, any accumulated profits in the balance sheet, then the retiring partner will be getting a share in that also. The retiring partner कहेगा that these are the reserves and I also contributed in that, so I will get the share in reserves as well. So his share of reserves will be also credited to his capital account. Goodwill भी मिलेगी, reserves भी मिलेंगे, and he will be also getting his share in the profit or loss of revaluation. So we know that profits and assets and liabilities are revalued. We have done that in the previous chapters as well. So at the time of retirement also, assets and liabilities are revalued. And whatever is the profit, profit is credited, profit will be given. But if it is loss, it will be debited to his capital account. Loss will be taken from the partner. So if it is profit, you will give it to the partner. But if it is loss, you will take it from the partner. So when a partner retires, he will be getting share of goodwill, share of reserves, and the revaluation profit or loss. These are the items that the partner is entitled to. अब again example लेते हैं. Let's take an example. Suppose Noor is retiring. Noor's opening capital is 1 lakh rupees. Her share of goodwill is 20,000 rupees. Her share of reserves are 10,000 rupees. And her share of revaluation is 20,000. So the total amount that is payable to Noor is 1,50,000. This is the balance carried down. This is the total amount. This is the total balance of Noor. अब क्या होता है, either you will pay this amount immediately. This amount will be either paid immediately, you will write it to bank, or instead of paying it immediately, you will transfer to her loan account. So we have two options guys. Either it will be paid immediately, या तो तभी की तभी pay कर दो. If you have enough money, then pay it immediately. But if you don't have enough money, if you don't have enough funds, then that will be transferred to her loan account and will be paid in future. So if question is mentioning that pay immediately, paid immediately, then write down to bank. And if nothing is mentioned about payment, then it will be transferred to her loan account. तो या तो हम उसको immediately pay कर देंगे या फिर उसके loan account में transfer कर देंगे, and it will never be carried down. The balance of the retiring partner will never be carried down. It will be either paid off or will be transferred to her loan account. These are the only treatment we can do. Yes, Rohit, is there any doubt? So this is what we have written in this paragraph. Total amount due to the retiring partner, 1,50,000, thus calculated, is either paid off immediately, you will pay it immediately through bank, or it is transferred to his loan account that will be paid afterwards, that will be paid later on in future. तो या तो तभी की तभी पे कर देंगे या फिर उसके लोन अकाउंट में ट्रांसफर कर देंगे. This is the treatment that we have to do at the time of retirement. Is it clear guys? यहाँ तक समझ आ रहा है कि क्या हो रहा है इस चैप्टर में? हम एक पार्टनर को टाटा बाय बाय कर रहे हैं, विदाई कर रहे हैं उसकी, और वी आर लुकिंग दैट व्हाट अमाउंट वी नीड टू पे टू हिम, व्हाट ऑल balances he will be getting at the time of retirement. All clear, Noor? Okay. Clear, Geet? Well done. Many students are missing these days. Manas गायब है, आकाश गायब है, ये लोग कहाँ पर है? Clear, Muzib? Okay. Clear, Shubham? Great. So let's move on to a second topic now, and now we will be looking the adjustments that we are required to make at the time of retirement. Like we have made many adjustments at the time of admission. In admission, we made treatment of reserves, we made treatment of goodwill, treatment of revaluation, adjustment of capital. So many adjustments were there in the previous chapter. But इस chapter में क्या क्या करना है? What we have to do in this chapter? So you will be surprised to know this, that all the adjustments are same as the previous chapter. जो भी हमने पिछले chapter में किया है, all those adjustments are exactly same in this chapter as well. So let's see the adjustments to be made, and these are your adjustments. So we will be calculating the new ratio and the gaining ratio. We will be doing the treatment of goodwill. We will make the accounting treatment of revaluation of assets and liabilities, accounting treatment of reserves, and the adjustment of capital. So ये सारी एडजस्टमेंट हमें इस चैप्टर में भी करनी है, और यही सब हमने पिछले चैप्टर एडमिशन में भी किया था. The same thing we have done in the previous chapter as well. So there is nothing new in this chapter. There will be a small difference, a slight difference. All except this, all the adjustments will be exactly same. Now I am going to take an example to give you an overview of what the retirement looks like. So अब एक अच्छा सा example लेते हैं दोबारा से to understand the first adjustment, that is calculation of new ratio and the gaining ratio. Because in this session we will be covering the first adjustment in detail. आज हम ये कर लेंगे अच्छे से, and in the upcoming class we will be discussing the next adjustment. In next class we will do the treatment of goodwill. So are you guys ready to learn how to calculate the new ratio and the gaining ratio? Yes or no? And trust me, this is one of the very easiest topic. सबसे easy होने वाला है. Ready, Simran? Ready, Geet? Okay. So let's take an example and let me get this up here. So taking the same partners, Shubham, Simran, and Noor. These are the three partners. Now, suppose the profits are, suppose their ratio is 1:1:1. They are sharing profits equally and the profits are 30,000. So right now, the profits are distributed as 10,000, 10,000 and 10,000. This is how they are distributing profits. Ab Noor is leaving the organization. Noor is retiring from the partnership. After the retirement, there will be only two partners. After the retirement of Noor, there will be only two partners, Simran and Shubham. These are the two partners now because Noor retired from the firm. And again, we are assuming that they are also distributing the profits equally. Shubham and Simran are also distributing the profits equally. So how they will distribute this profit? Now this 30,000 will be distributed as 15,000 and 15,000. Now compare it. अब हम इसको देखते हैं. Earlier, when Noor was a partner, the profits were divided as 10,000, 10,000 and 10,000. But after her retirement, Shubham and Simran are sharing profits as 15,000 and 15,000. So we can see that after her retirement, Shubham and Simran are gaining. Can you see that they are gaining? Because they are getting 5,000 extra profits. They are getting 5,000 more. So we can say that at the time of retirement, continuing partners will gain. Can we say that? Yes or no? Okay, Akash, I can understand that right now the situations are not well, not stabilized in Bihar. So it's okay. And take care of yourself, Akash. Yes, Geet. Okay. So continuing partners gain at the time of retirement, and that's why we will calculate gaining ratio in this chapter. In the admission chapter, we were calculating sacrificing ratio. हमने एडमिशन चैप्टर में सैक्रिफाइसिंग रेशियो कैलकुलेट करी थी बिकॉज इन दैट चैप्टर पार्टनर्स वर सैक्रिफाइसिंग. But in this chapter retirement, we will be calculating gaining ratio because partners are gaining now. तो यहाँ पे हम कैलकुलेट करते हैं गेनिंग रेशियो और एडमिशन में कैलकुलेट करते हैं सैक्रिफाइसिंग रेशियो. Now who will tell me how do we calculate the gaining ratio? कौन बताएगा कैसे कैलकुलेट करते हैं गेनिंग रेशियो? Come on, you guys can do it. And well done, Geet. Shabash. So yes, gaining ratio is equal to new ratio minus old ratio. And this we have learned in the second chapter. I told this in the second chapter, change in profit sharing ratio. No, Muzib, it is new minus old. From the new share, you will subtract the old share and you will get the gaining ratio. Don't worry, I will be explaining this with proper examples. तो अभी चलते हैं हम क्या करने वाले हैं. So I have told you that these are the adjustments that we are required to make. And आज हम क्या सीखेंगे? We will be learning how to calculate the new ratio and how to calculate the gaining ratio. Easy peasy, Alu. Okay. So let's start with our first very important topic of this chapter, which is calculation of new profit sharing ratio. How do we calculate new ratio at the time of retirement? In the admission chapter, it was a quite tough topic. थोड़ा सा tough था because in admission there were 6 cases. How to calculate new ratio? There were 6 cases in admission. But in this chapter, there are only 2 cases of new ratio, which are super duper easy. इससे easy accountancy में कुछ नहीं हो सकता. तो आइए देखते हैं कैसे कैलकुलेट करेंगे न्यू रेशो एट द टाइम ऑफ रिटायरमेंट. बिगिनिंग विद द केस नंबर 1. केस नंबर 1 क्या कहता है? It says if the new profit sharing ratio, एक minute, it says if the new profit sharing ratio of the remaining partners are not given, new ratio is not given to you. In this case, it will be assumed. What will be assumed? That it will be assumed that the remaining partners will continue to share profits in the old ratio. So first case is very simple. It says that if the new ratio is not given, new ratio will be equal to the old ratio. That's it. क्या बोला यहाँ पे? एक मिनट. They are saying that if the new ratio is not given, in that case, new ratio will be equal to the old ratio. Simple. You need not make any calculation. कोई calculation नहीं करनी, कुछ नहीं करना. New ratio will be equal to the old ratio. मैम एग्जाम्पल दो ना प्लीज, ऐसे समझ नहीं आ रहा. So let's take an example. Example से समझते हैं. X, Y and Z. They are 3 partners. Their ratio is 5:4:3. Calculate the new ratio when X retires. Case number 1 is X retires. So X is retiring. Now Y and Z are the continuing partners. Their ratio is 4:3. So new ratio is equal to the old ratio, So new ratio will be 4:3. This is the new ratio of Y and Z. The new ratio is equal to the old ratio. Simple. This is your answer of case number 1. Coming on to case number 2. Again, X, Y, Z are 3 partners. Their ratio is 5:4:3. Now, Y retires. Who is retiring? Y is retiring. So, X and Z are the continuing partners. They are the remaining partners. So, their ratio is 5:3. And this is the new ratio. When Y will retire, the new ratio will be equal to the old ratio, that is 5:3. And last but not the least, Z retires. So X, Y, Z are partners. The ratio is 5:4:3. Now Z is retiring. So X and Y are the remaining partners. Their new ratio will be 5:4. This is the answer. So, is there any difficulty in this case number 1? यहाँ पे कुछ भी ऐसा है जो समझ नहीं आ सकता? So this is our case number 1 and let me show you the solutions. Here we have the solution. When X retires, the new ratio is 4:3. When Y retires, the new ratio is 5:3. When Z retires, the new ratio is 5:4. Because the new ratio is equal to the old ratio. कुछ करना ही नहीं है मैम, क्वेश्चन में सब कुछ गिवन है, बस एक बार देख लो और आंख बंद करके आंसर दे दो. एकदम इजी बीजी है गीत. क्लियर नूर, क्लियर शुभम? Okay, so with this we have completed our first case of new ratio. अब यहाँ पे क्या था? In this nothing was mentioned, neither the new ratio, neither the gains, nor the gains. ना तो हमें नई रेशो के बारे में कुछ बोला था, ना ही पार्टनर के गेन के बारे में कुछ बोला था. अब चलते हैं केस नंबर 2 पे. Now moving on to case number 2 of new ratio. अब केस नंबर 2 क्या है? This is a normal case, ना ज्यादा easy है ना ज्यादा tough है. So please pay attention. Here we have our case number 2. Case number 2 is sometimes, kabhi kabar, the remaining partners, the continuing partners, purchases or acquire the share of retiring partner. Noor is retiring and remaining partners Shubham and Simran, they decided to acquire her share. They decided to purchase her share in some specific proportion, in some specific ratio. It means, let me take an example. Shubham, Simran, sorry Simran, spelling गलत हो गई. Simran and Noor, they are partners. Suppose their ratio is 3:2:1. Now Noor is retiring. Her share is 1/6. And Shubham and Simran, they decided to acquire her share equally. They decided to acquire her share equally. It means half of 1/6 will be taken by Shubham and half of 1/6 will be taken by Simran. So, at the time of her retirement, Shubham and Simran both are gaining. They both are gaining. So what you will do? We will calculate the new ratio, which is equal to old ratio plus gain. The new ratio, the new share is equal to old share plus gain. Suppose you had 5 टॉफीज, आपके पास पहले कितनी थी? 5 टॉफी. You acquired 2 from your friend. So now your new share is 7. So this is how we calculate the new share, new ratio. In old share, we will add the gain. So how we will calculate it for Shubham and Simran? In their old share 3 by 5 and 2 by 5, we will add their gain 1 by 12 and 1 by 12. 3 by 5 is the old share, 2 by 5 is the old share, and they are gaining 1 by 12 and 1 by 12. So this is what I have written. In such cases, the fraction of share purchase, the gain by them, the gain is added to their old share and the new share is calculated. So how we will calculate the new ratio? The new ratio is equal to old ratio or old share plus gain. ऐसे कैलकुलेट करते हैं न्यू रेशो. अब लेते हैं प्रॉपर एग्जाम्पल. लेट्स टेक वन प्रॉपर एग्जाम्पल टू अंडरस्टैंड इट मोर क्लियरली. And I want the answer from you guys. So I will be just showing you the question and I want you guys to answer. So question is, A, B, C are 3 partners. Their ratio is 5:4:3. B retired and his share was divided equally between A and C. So tell me guys, what will be the new ratio of A and C? Let's see who is going to answer it first. You have 2 minutes and then I will start solving it. Till then, those who have not subscribed to my channel, come on guys, please do subscribe. Please do hit that red icon for more such amazing classes with me. I am asking the new ratio. Shubham, I think you are telling me the gain, but I am asking the new ratio. Seven is to 5, Bani. Okay. What about others? Noor, Geet, what's your answer? Shubham, what's the new ratio? Come on, guys, you can do it too. 6 is to 0. How is it possible, Geet? Okay, 6 is to 10. Simplify it. It will be 3 is to 5. Geet, you can also simplify it now. Okay, your answer is 6 is to 10. That is 3 is to 5. We have got 2 answers till now. अभी तक 2 answers आ गए हैं. Bani is saying 7 is to 5. Geet is saying 6 is to 10. Okay, you are outside. You were trying to solve it orally. That's good, Shubham. 3 is to 5 final. Okay. So, let me solve it now and let's see what's the actual answer. What's the right answer? So, A, B, C are 3 partners and their ratio is 5 is to 4 is to 3. Now, B is retiring and his share is 4 by 12. Now, this share is taken up equally by A and C. So, A is taking half of 4 by 12 and C is also taking half of 4 by 12. So, A is taking 4 by 24 and C is also taking 4 by 24. So, these are the gain. This is A's gain and this is C's gain. Now to calculate their new share, we will add these gain in their old share. So how we will calculate the new share? A's new share is equal to old share 5 upon 12 plus the gain 4 upon 24. Same with C. C's new share will be equal to old share 3 by 12 plus gain 4 by 24. Now take the LCM, which is 24. It will be 10 plus 4, 14 upon 24. Then take the LCM for C, which will be same 24. It will be 6 plus 4, 10 upon 24. So the new ratio is 14 is to 10, which can be written as 7 is to 5. So this is the new ratio, and well done, Bani. Bani, hats off to you. Congratulations, you have answered it correct. Geet, your answer is wrong. I don't know where you have made mistake, but please check it out. The new ratio is 7 is to 5. Yes, Noor, yes, Shubham, it is 7 is to 5. Not 3 is to 5. So you guys can check the answer. First, we have calculated the individual gain of the partner and then the gain is added to their old share to calculate the new share. And the answer is 7 is to 5. Is it clear to everyone? Yes or no? समझ आया सबको? Okay. Now we have one more question of the same case. So I will be solving it for you and let's see what's the difference in this question. तो सेम केस का एक और क्वेश्चन है हमारे पास. चलिए देखते हैं क्वेश्चन क्या है. The question is A, B and C are 3 partners and their ratio is again 5 is to 4 is to 3. C retired. Who is retiring? C is retiring and his share is 3 by 12 It was taken up by A and B in the ratio of 3:2. It is taken by A and B in the ratio of 3:2. It means A is taking 3 by 5 of 3 by 12 and B is taking 2 by 5 of 3 by 12. They are acquiring the share in the ratio of 3:2. So A is taking 3 by 5 and B is taking 2 by 5. So A will gain 9 by 60 and B will gain 6 by 60. These are the gain of the partners. Now we will jump on to the new share. So A's new share will be equal to old share 5 by 12 plus gain 9 upon 60. Same for B. 1 minute. B's new share will be equal to old share 4 upon 12 plus gain 6 upon 60. Now take the LCM. LCM will be 60. It will be 25 plus 9, 34 upon 60. Then again take the LCM for B. It will be 20 plus 6, 26 upon 60. So these are the new shares and the ratio is 34:26. 34:26 divided by 2, it will be 17:30. So this is the new ratio of A and B. So tell me, is this clear? In this question, the share was acquired in some ratio. पिछले वाले question में the continuing partners were acquiring the share of retiring partner equally. In last case, it was equally, but in this, it was in the ratio of 3:2. Clear Noor, clear Shubham, clear Bani, clear Geet. So yes, here we have completed the topic calculation of new ratio. We have done both the cases of new ratio. Case number 1 was when the new ratio is not given. जब नई ratio given ना हो, neither the new ratio nor the gaining ratio is given. In that case, new ratio is equal to the old ratio, which was the simplest case. And then we have done this case, case number 2, where the old partners, the continuing partners, are acquiring the share of retiring partner. So you will first calculate the gain and then the gain will be added to the old share to find out the new ratio, new share. तो इसके साथ आपका न्यू रेशियो समाप्त होता है. And now it's time for another topic, calculation of sacrificing, not sacrificing, gaining ratio. I'm sorry. अभी तक मैं I am still on the third chapter admission. So we are on the chapter retirement and now we have to calculate the gaining ratio, not the sacrificing ratio. So how do we calculate the gaining ratio? Again, there are two cases. In which we need to learn how to calculate the gaining ratio. And case number 1 is same. Case number 1 is same as case number 1 of new ratio. अभी हमने किया था. In case number 1 of new ratio, nothing was mentioned. As I told you, nothing is mentioned neither about the new ratio nor about the gain. कुछ भी नहीं बोला. It is only said that this partner retires. This partner is retiring. सिर्फ यही बोला है और कुछ भी नहीं बोला. So what will happen in this case? What will be the gaining ratio? Let's see What will be the gaining ratio in this case number 1? So, as we can see, if the new profit sharing ratio are not given, if the new ratio are not given, it will be assumed that the remaining partners continue to share profits in the old ratio. I told you that in this case, new ratio is equal to the old ratio. And to your surprise, in this case, we need not calculate the gaining ratio also, because इस case में gaining ratio will be also equal to the old ratio. New ratio is equal to old ratio. Also, gaining ratio is equal to the old ratio. So हमें कुछ नहीं करना. New ratio and gaining ratio both are equal to the old ratio. And we can write it as new ratio is equal to the gaining ratio. Gaining ratio is equal to the old ratio. They all are same. In this case, they all are same. Because nothing is mentioned. New ratio is not given. Nothing is mentioned about the gaining share as well. So it will be equal to the old ratio. Let's take an example. To make it more clear, इसको और अच्छे से समझने के लिए एग्जाम्पल लेते हैं. A, B, C are partners. Their ratio is 5:3:2. Now B is retiring. So if B retires, the A and C are the remaining continuing partners. Their old ratio is 5:2. So this is the new ratio and this is the gaining ratio also. So gaining ratio will be 5:2 or new ratio will be also 5:2. This is our case number 1. इसमें आपको कुछ कैलकुलेट करना ही नहीं है, कुछ सोचना ही नहीं है. New ratio, gaining ratio both are equal to the old ratio. Done with case number 1. Now coming on to case number 2. चलते हैं case number 2 पे. अब case number में 2 में क्या बोला है? This we have already done so many times in chapter number 2, guys. In case number 2, both old ratio and new ratio will be given to you. Old ratio and new ratio both will be given. So if the new ratio is given in the equation, if new ratio and old ratio both are given in the equation, you will use this formula. Gaining ratio is equal to new ratio minus old ratio. New ratio minus old ratio. This is how we calculate gaining ratio in case number 2, because both are given. We will use this formula. Gaining ratio is equal to new ratio minus old ratio. Example करते हैं. Let's do an example of this. So this is your question. A, B, C are 3 partners. Their old ratio is 4:3:2. Now B retires. Who is retiring? B is retiring, and A and C decided to share the profits in the ratio of 5:4. This is the new ratio. So how you will calculate the gaining ratio? Gaining ratio is equal to new share minus old share. So A new share is 5/9, old share is 4/9. 5/9 minus 4/9, A is gaining 1/9. Then coming to C, C's old share is 4/9. C's new share is 4 by 9, sorry, and old share is 2 by 9. So 4 by 9 minus 2 by 9, he is gaining 2 by 9. These are the gaining share of A and C. Just give me a minute. Hello? Yes? Hello? नहीं कौन? Right now he's in office. He'll call you later. May I ask your name? What's your name? Okay. So the gaining ratio in this case, in this question, will be 1:2. So this is how you will calculate the gaining ratio in the second case. Is this clear to everyone? Yes. Well done, Geet. Well done, Shubham. You have calculated it correct. Clear, Geet? Great. Shubham, Noor, is it clear? Bani? Clear, Noor? Okay. So this is how we calculate new ratio and gaining ratio in different cases. And with this, we have completed today's session. It was simple and short session. So that's all we need for today, guys. And this session will be continued now on today's Monday. It will be continued on Wednesday now. So to be continued. And now it's homework time. तो चलिए देख लेते हैं homework क्या है. And here we have your homework. So this is your homework. In this, you guys have to calculate the new ratio as well as the gaining ratio. So we have to calculate both gaining ratio and new ratio. And do let me know your answers in the comments box. सिर्फ notebook में solve मत करना. Please write down the answers in the comments box so that I can see that whether you guys are able to calculate it correct or not. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this session. So that's all we need for today. And if you guys enjoy this class, if you find it helpful, then please do like this video. Please do share it with your friends. And yes, if you guys have not subscribed to my channel, please do give it a big thumbs up and please do subscribe my channel as well for more such upcoming sessions. Now, we'll see you all on Wednesday with another session of this chapter. Till then, you guys can join our Telegram channel. The link is given in the description box below. And on our Telegram channel, you will be getting all the notes of this session in the PDF form. So, we'll see you all on Wednesday now, day after tomorrow at same time 8 p.m. with the next topic, treatment of goodwill. What is the treatment of goodwill at the time of retirement? Stay tuned for that. And we'll see you all, we'll catch you all on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Till then, thank you so much everyone for watching my live classes regularly. Thank you for all your love and support. कल class नहीं है, no Noor, I am taking classes on alternative basis. Class 12th on Monday, Wednesday and Friday. Class 11th on Tuesday, Thursday and Saturday. So classes are on alternated basis. So we'll see you guys on Wednesday now. Till then, stay home, stay safe, and take care of yourself. बाहर ना जाएं क्योंकि बाहर आजकल प्रोटेस्ट काफी चल रहा है, तो प्लीज स्टे होम एंड स्टे सेफ and keep watching my classes and keep giving all your love. So आज के लिए इतना ही. अब मिलते हैं अगली क्लास में. Till then, bye bye, good night, have sweet dreams and take care guys. So bye bye everyone. Now we'll see you all on Wednesday. Till then, do your homework.